Welcome back to the Unskilled Mechanic. Tonight we're replacing the ignition switch in the Fury.
Why, you don't like it on the floor?
Well, it got a little old, but
It's time.
another time. Yeah, it's time. So before we get started here, I just want to note that we're not professionals. We're still kind of amateurs.
And we referred to the manual as best as we could, but we just wanted to let you know that,
Right.
this is how we did it.
Exactly.
It may be different on how you do it, but just, you should probably refer to the manufacturer's manual.
Right, and hopefully you do take something away from it, maybe learn something, or if you're trying to refer to the column, you're missing something, and whatever it may be, we've all been there. So please sit back, enjoy.
So you can see we put the puller on, but the puller is not a perfect fit. So what I do is I leave the nut on as a way to protect the original threads.
Yeah, so you don't strip them.
And it's a little bit of finesse. You really have to pay attention not to ruin it. But we made pretty good progress.
So what are you trying to do now? Take the nut off?
Yeah, now I'll go in, I pull, it's moving, we know it's moving.
Right.
So from here, we'll go back in and remove the nut and see if we can get the wheel to come off.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the actual steering wheel is pressured on. It's on a tapered shaft, so you have to use a puller to get it off. And that's what we're doing now.
Works better with a puller that fits properly.
Right. We have to kind of make this work.
And you can see here, so the puller came off. Normally you would go straight across, but this puller was just a little too wide. So the idea is to protect those threads.
So what do we see now? That's the blinker switch.
Yep, that's the blinker switch. The emergency flashers are over here. The horn is actually right here, the clock spring.
Yeah, look up there. Looks like I can see. Yeah, there we go. Excellent.
So we're going to remove this next, get this out of the way, get the turn signal stock off, and keep digging in deeper.
Right. Because we got to eventually deal with the lock ring, right? Is there a lock ring that?
Yep. That's what keeps the car.
Oh yeah, I can see it's behind. It's in the back there.
See that in just a second.
All right. So now we're just that bolts to the blinker, the lever.
Yeah.
So it's piece by piece. We'll get it off and get to the point where we can run that the new ignition switch. I've actually never taken the ignition key out
Don't jinx us.
of the column yet, so there it is. Look at that. Comes right off.
We'll hit this with a little steel wool, clean it up.
That should come out nice.
Usually what breaks on these, you know how when you push them and they don't return back?
Those tabs.
These tabs right here.
Yeah.
Yep. Right here. Right here.
And that's what's next. I think that whole thing comes off, right?
Yeah. Screws right here, I think.
Right.
Now I'm just going for this plate.
That'll pull that whole assembly off.
In theory. You disconnected the battery, I trust.
Nope. Missed that step. Oops. So you're just getting that pull. It looks like there's what Philip said. There you go, you got it.
I mean, I don't want to complain, but that's what I'm taking them out with.
Yeah. Unskilled, the tools aren't the best quality either, so. There you go.
And one more.
Yeah, you're fighting against the wire pack.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get down there and give it a little bit of slack. See?
Alright, check that out. Yeah, it's probably kind of important. I wonder if we should take some pictures. Do you think we should take some pictures as we're going or no?
Should we? Yes. Will we? No.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go.
Alright, so where are we at now?
Move 3 screws and the snap ring from the center.
Oh, for the collar. Okay.
This pulls off with a little bit of force, but we got it. Not too much. Don't get ugly with it. And then that's the main bearing.
Okay, that's just the okay. There's a bearing with that brings a bearing. Okay. Oh, actually, there's the okay. When you turn your wheel, that's okay. That's what it rides on the shaft.
The
Okay.
bearing. This one's a little nasty.
It's interesting. Yeah, it feels like there's dirt in it.
Yep. So once you get past that collar, you're into the main locking mechanism.
Yep, that's how the wheel locks.
The lock is right here.
Oh, interesting. Isn't that?
Key lifts the lock, see it?
Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. Oops.
See how it grabs it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you very gently pry off this cap, screwdriver.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. There's a pin for the actual.
Next step is going to be to get rid of this pin, to remove this pin. Our next focus was to get the lock ring off. You can see there's a little bit of play in the actual lock mechanism is here. So to get this off, we had to remove this pin, which was not very fun, but we were able to do it.
It's a compression. What'd you say? It's a compression pin.
Yeah, you can.
It's hollow in the
see
middle.
I don't know if you can see that.
That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a solid pin.
And then there is another small lock ring that goes here, and this comes off. I've already removed the screws to the switch.
Isn't that
and
interesting?
We're
Look,
about
it's all
to take the next step.
Yeah, it's all packed in there. That's interesting. And we prepared the other old wiring harness to come out. So.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So we actually have it exposed right now, and to give you a better idea what was happening is the actual switch, the ignition switch, actually just came apart, causing a short or multiple.
Oh, look at it.
Multiple shorts. Look at that. I guess just from the age, or who knows why, but that's definitely that was definitely the issue.
Don't forget the all-important key buzzer wires.
With
They
these,
have to be fed down too.
right, and that plugs into the actual switch.
Switch right there.
Yeah. Oh, I see it right there. So it's pretty interesting how it all works, and the actual switch screws in with these 3 screws right here. So.
And we're about to put the lock on.
Yep, and the lock goes here, and it works on this cam too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So then when we put the ring on, you turn the key, it locks the steering wheel. So that's where we are right now. It's hard to get all those wires fed through there again. My gosh, look at that. Okay, so we're at the point where we have the switch in, we have the locking mechanism in. We ran the new wiring harness through the column, and underneath, as you can see, connected the clip. And now we're actually going to put the locking plate on and start reassembly. So the lock ring goes on, and you put the compression pin. I think that's what it's called.
Yep. I'm going to just put the pin back on there.
Yeah. I'm going to set that into place. Putting back in the pin. Alright, so we got the collar back on. Actually putting it back on now. Over the pin. Excellent. So we're going to now put the C-clip on in front of the collar. There he goes, snaps into place. That's what your steering wheel rides on the collar, right?
Yep.
Make sure that's smooth and cleaned out. Oh, you just reinserted the bearing, okay. To the collar. What are you doing? Just reattaching the column now to the column?
Was that? Yes.
Oh, the screw. Okay, the screws.
There's 3 screws and a snap ring. I'm just getting the screws in to make sure I have my placement right.
That's great. So that's the blank for the courtesy lights for the key, because this car doesn't have one.
Trying to be nice and tight.
Excellent. Yep. That bearing holds the shaft straight, so.
Okay, so let's just see if we're in deep enough to get our snap ring on. That'll be our next fight.
Right.
Oh, we are.
So next is the snap ring. So snap rings usually need a special set of pliers. Alright, so snap ring's installed. What's the next step? Collar?
I think that's.
Yeah, the blinker collar, yep. You know, the actual harness here for the directionals and everything. Looks good, right?
Yep.
Alright, what's next?
Wheel.
Yeah, steering wheel, okay.
Put a little grease on here.
Okay. Alright, time for the steering wheel. Not in the best condition, but it's gonna have to do for now. Are you looking for the keyway?
Yeah, it's indexed.
Oh, there it is, I see it, yeah.
Right here, right?
Yep. I see. It's like 2 o'clock.
Went right on, see?
Oh, did you? Excellent.
You'll actually feel smoother.
Yeah. Excellent. That's good.
Hear it?
Yeah. Does. It rolls nice. It's getting back to normal. There we go. Lock and wheel again. Excellent.
Probably should have tested this.
Excellent. It's kind of neat seeing how it all works.
Hear it? It's smoother.
Put the bolt on the steering wheel.
Okay.
I think. I realize how much nice wood grain is on the stash. It's just so faded.
Yeah. It is really very nice car.
Just tightening the wheel. Excellent. All right. So working up the horn. Right. So the horn's connected.
The ground. This is the.
Oh, the power's there. Okay, I get it. Nice.
I love the crooked screwdriver.
Yeah, crooked screw, yeah, a little crooked. Is that your snap-on?
Yep.
Oh, cool. That's it?
Okay, so now the ignition switch is installed. No longer on the floor. I might miss it. Nope, not at all. But everything's tidied up. Sorry the lighting's not the best, but I think you get the point. It's all buttoned up. Now let's see how this key works. We'll cycle it. Oh, so much better. Much better. Now this is a cold start too, so bear with us. Okay, that went better than expected. It's a little late, so we're not going to let it run too long there. But that's it. Installation complete. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you next time.